Welcome to another chapter from the book 10 Steps to Less Anxiety and Stress at Work. In the last session, we looked at chapter 5, which was all about clear and assertive communication. Today, we're going to delve into chapter 6, which is all about conflict and challenges. When we work with others, we can often find ourselves spending a large amount of time with people we would not necessarily choose to spend that much time with. We can find ourselves dealing with people with different beliefs, values, communication styles, and working styles. And all of this can lead to conflicts, challenges, and changes at work. Dealing with disagreements, disputes, or difficulties with others, or when you have to face uncertainty, instability, or a transition at work can become consuming as we feel there is no escape from the situation. This can cause many of us a great deal of stress and anxiety. However, if we can learn better tools and solutions to deal with the inevitable conflicts and challenges we face, then we feel we'll be able to feel more able to handle them whilst protecting ourselves. This can lead us to resolving issues and problems. So dealing with conflicts, challenges, and changes at work can help you identify and address the issues or problems that arise at work in a constructive and collaborative way. This can help you avoid escalation, resentment, or stagnation. So you can learn to grow. Difficult times or opportunities to help you learn from your experiences, acquire new skills or knowledge, or discover opportunities or solutions. This can help you overcome difficulties, adapt to changes, and improve your performance. You also can strengthen your relationships. Whilst few of us actually enjoy conflict, learning to handle these situations confidently can lead to an improvement in relationships by building trust, respect, and understanding with your colleagues and boss. This can help you avoid isolation, hostility, and alienation. So, how do you actually deal with conflicts at work? Whilst not pleasant, dealing with a conflict at work is inevitable for most of us, and so can provide opportunities for growth, understanding, and development. Here are some tips on how to deal with conflicts at work. So, you could use the STAR method. So, the STAR method is a tool that can help you structure your response to a conflict situation. STAR stands for situation, task, action, and result. You can use the STAR method to describe the situation that caused the conflict, the task you were trying to accomplish, the action that you took to resolve the conflict, and the result that you achieved or expected. For example, the situation could be, I had a conflict with my colleague over a project deadline. The task, I wanted to finish the project on time and meet the client's expectations. The action, I talked to my colleague calmly and respectfully. I explained my point of view and listened to their point of view. We agreed on a compromise that worked for both of us. The result, we finished the project on time and met the client's expectations. We also improved our relationship and communication. So use active listening skills. Active listening skills are the skills that can help you to listen, understand others' thoughts and feelings in a conflict situation, helping you avoid any misunderstandings. It can show empathy and it'll help you build rapport. Some active listening skills are paying attention. This is the skill of focusing on what the other person is saying without being distracted by your own thoughts or feelings or by external factors. You can pay attention by making eye contact, nodding, and challenging yourself to not interrupt. So you could paraphrase. Now, this is the skill of repeating what the other person has said in your own words without changing the meaning or tone. You can paraphrase by using phrases such as, so if I understand correctly, so you can use a clarifying. Clarifying is the skill of asking questions or making statements that check your understanding or clear up any confusion. You can clarify by using a phrase like, "What do you mean by?" or "Can you give me an example?" So you can also use a reflecting. Now, this is the skill of expressing what the other person might be feeling or thinking based on what they said or how they said it. You can reflect by using a phrase like, "It sounds like you feel." So you could use summarizing. Now, this is the skill of giving a brief overview of what the other person said or how they feel. You can summarize by using a phrase like, "So in summary," or "So far we have discussed." So how do you actually deal with challenges at work? Very few work environments lack challenges from time to time. Dealing with a challenge at work are opportunities that can help you improve your problem solving skills and effectiveness. So, here are some of our tips on how to deal with them. So, you can use creative thinking techniques. Now, creative thinking techniques are techniques that can help you generate more ideas, solve more problems, or innovate more solutions. Thinking techniques can help you avoid mental blocks, boredom, or complacency. So, some creative thinking techniques could be brainstorming. Now, brainstorming is a technique that involves generating as many ideas as you possibly can without judgment or evaluation of them. You can brainstorm by writing down everything, drawing, or saying whatever comes to your mind. You could look at mind mapping. Now, this is a technique that involves creating a visual representation of your ideas using words, images, or colors or symbols. You can mind map by starting with a central idea and then branching out into related subtopics. You could use positive affirmations. So, we discussed positive affirmations when looking at changing our mindset. Now, these positive statements can help you cope with challenges at work by increasing your confidence and motivation by enhancing your creativity and performance. Some examples of useful affirmations are: "I am in control of my actions and reactions." "I am creative and resourceful in finding solutions." "I am resilient and adaptable to change." So, how do we actually deal with change at work? Very few organizations remain constant, and so change is an inevitable part of being in the workplace. However, it can be frightening, confusing, and daunting when we know changes are taking place, which we have little or no control over. Dealing with changes at work is the process of adjusting and adapting to these new or different situations at work. To adapt to change, we can use some of the following tools. So we could use something like the ADKAR model. The ADKAR model is a tool that can help you understand and manage stages of change. So the ADKAR stands for awareness, desire, knowledge, ability, and reinforcement. You can use the ADKAR model to become aware of the need for change, develop a desire to support change, acquire the knowledge and skills to implement the change, and demonstrate the ability to perform the change and receive reinforcement to sustain it. For example, awareness. I am aware that my company is implementing a new software system that will improve our efficiency and quality. The desire. I desire to support the change because I see the benefits for myself and the company. Knowledge. I have the knowledge and skills to use the new software system because I attended the training sessions and read the manuals. The ability. I can perform the change because I practiced the new software system and asked for help when I needed. And the reinforcement. I received the reinforcement to sustain the change because I get feedback from my manager and colleagues and rewards from my company. So, using coping strategies. These are techniques that can help you manage your stress and anxiety by changes at work, which can reduce your negative emotions, increase your positive emotions, and improve your well-being. So some coping strategies are a problem-focused coping. So problem-focused coping is a technique that involves taking action to solve or prevent problems caused by changes at work. You can use problem-focused coping by setting goals, making plans, seeking information, or asking for help. So emotion-focused coping is a technique that involves regulating your emotions caused by changes at work. You can use emotion focused coping by expressing your feelings, seeking support, practicing relaxation, or engaging in hobbies. Meaning focused coping is a technique that involves finding your meaning or purpose in changes at work. You can use meaning focused coping by reframing your perspective, finding positive aspects, learning from the experiences, or connecting with values. By following these tips, you will be able to deal with conflicts, challenges, and changes at work. So, in the next chapter, we will discuss how to balance your work and personal life. This can help you achieve more with less stress. So, just before we wrap up the session, just like to go over the key takeaways from this chapter. So, conflict and challenges are inevitable in most workplaces, but can be an opportunities for growth and learning. By improving our communication skills, we can deal with conflict in a proactive manner. Changes are opportunities for more creative thinking. Change does not have to be feared and can be embraced using the ADKAR method. So, next week we'll be looking at chapter 7, which is all about creating a work-life balance. But you don't have to wait for then. You can actually download a free copy of this book on our website. There'll be a link in the description. Or if you would like to support us, you can head to the paid link on Amazon and actually buy a copy. It's not very much, but it'll support us in what we are doing. If you would like to get us in to talk about how you can reduce stress and anxiety in your workplace, then you can also book a 30-minute call to discuss with either myself or Leanne. And I'll see you next week. If you have any questions, you can also reach out to us. There'll be an email in the description as well. So yeah, we'll get back to them as soon as possible. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.